Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my YouTube. If you are watching through YouTube, make sure that you're subscribed. Down below here you hit that bell and you get notified immediately. Or if you're watching me on my Facebook page or my group, I really truly do appreciate it that you do join me. It's because of you that I do come on here as regular as I do. I truly do appreciate that. Just remember too that I will be talking with different people as we go, and if you don't like that part, you can watch it on the replay and then you can scoot on by. But just tell me that you are watching it on a replay. Hello, Pam. Ah, there you go. Awesome. And hello, Lorraine and Judy. My goodness. Anyways, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Another thing, just remember that, and is Gianna on here too? I just got to see. I've just got to go back and forth and just check that as well. One thing is, as I just wanted to reach out, remember that I am doing raising money for the toy drive here in Kamloops. So if you could feel it in your heart to make a donation towards a kit. I'm donating everything that I earn towards the kits and more. I'm getting everything that I can to get as many kits as I can for the kids. And I'm trying to go gear towards kids that are 9 to 14 to 16 because they don't get anything and that sort of stuff. And we have some beautiful kits that are appropriate for especially the girls that age. Hello, Felicia. Well, I'm glad you're here now. Yes. All right, so today the mystery challenge. Did I stump any of you? Where it helps when you spell things right too, right? So it was outdoors, a seasonal sentiment, and an ornament. Did I stump anybody? I kind of hope that maybe I did, and you'll see kind of where I was going from with that. So we will see how that works out. So let me go on down to my desktop here. So, and I'll explain everything. So to me, outdoors means the sophisticated sled. So we are going to play with this sophisticated sled. I think it, like I have said many times before, I think this is one of the best bundles that they've come out with. I think it's ingenious the way they did the skates and also the way they did the laces. Now, as far as a seasonal sentiment, I thought I'd use these Christmas labels. There's so much that you could do with this. So and the labels are pretty cool too, but I didn't really use, I don't think I'm going to use any labels. And then the third clue to the thing is an ornament. So we are going to actually make an ornament today. And we're going to be using, like I say, the Sophisticated Sled bundle. Now, also the Spotlight on Nature, you are going to need the largest, well, for this particular ornament that I'm doing, I use the largest circle on there, and then I use the second one for some of it. So I had got some of these, and this is they're maybe a 1/16 of an inch, not an 1/8 of an inch, I don't think, wide, and it's like a balsa wood. And I got these off of Amazon, so I can't even tell you, you know, that sort of stuff. So I am going to make an ornament with this particular one. And see this is that traditional Christmas, that designer series paper. And really, I'm letting the designer series paper and the dies from there. Hello, Connie. So we're going to use that particular one. So I've cut it, and it's this one that I used because I'm using the sled. I thought it was a little bit better. There's some that I like the other dotted one. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started on this. So this, I love this paper. We could have even done this on there, but this paper is what I kind of thought that we would use today. So I'm just going to put a thin bead of glue around the outside, and I'm going to do it also because I did it excuse me, in the pecan pie as well. And I'm going to kind of let that set. I'm not going all the way inside because I find sometimes that part shows, and it won't matter because I'm Well, actually, this one won't matter if I do put a tiny bit in the inside because of what I'm doing. And this is heavy enough, so I'm going to do it. Don't do it, but do it, is what I'm saying. Awesome. So we have that ready to go on this balsa wood. Now, this is thin enough that I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the crocodile is going to work to get this through there. So let's go ahead and put this on here. Now, I could turn around and also sponge the edges around here so that it didn't look so where it was the same color, but you know what, I didn't really think it was necessary, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to come in with this one. I love this piece of paper, and we're just going to go ahead and put that right on there. So now we almost have our ornament, right? Now there's ornament stamps that you could have. You do not have to make a 3D to match up with this particular mystery challenge. But we have this. And like I say, we're going to build stuff off of there. But we need to stamp a bit of stuff. I went and I cut this one. This is like the Morse code one. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. But I'm not going to do it until I've decided exactly how I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I have a piece of just plain basic white, and these are photopolymer. So I'm going to come in with my paper piercing mat, and this one is the bow with the ribbon or the bow on there. And I'm going to use my memento. Let's just go ahead and get that inked up. And I'm going to end up fussy cutting this because I just want the bow part. And we're going to color it with Poppy Parade as well. And then I thought what would go really good with this one is this Be Merry. So I'm not even using the dies, but I'm going to use Poppy Parade because I'm going to use Poppy Parade on this particular ornament as well. Been dying to do one of these ornaments. So, okay, so just like that. Now, the circle that you need here is roughly, it's a 4" by 4", and then this one's just the second size down on there. All right, so we have this, and I'm going to come in, and I'm going to use my Poppy Parade. And I've got the light and the dark blends, and all I want to do is I just want this bow. I don't want any of the other stuff on there. So I'm just going to color this. Now I could have gone with real red as well, but I thought this was nice and bright. So we're just going to color that up. And then I'm just going to come in with the dark, and we're just going to do a tiny bit of shading in here. Not a lot. And then we'll come back in with the light again, and we'll just go in circles there. Just so that we take off those lines. Now I probably shouldn't have colored on the inside there, but that's okay. We'll just sort of let that go. So we just have that like that. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to fussy cut that. That's my thought. Now, if not, I'm going to have to turn around and just cut another one. So I'm just going to take this off like this, and I want that bow is what I want. So remember, when you're fussy cutting is just to do the driving with the opposite hand that has the scissors. So if you're left-handed, you'll hold the paper with your right hand, and vice versa for us right-handers here. So just like this. And I've gone ahead and I've done a lot of the die cutting with this particular one as well. Now I did keep kind of to the theme of the pecan pie on there because I wanted it to basically sort of correspond with it with a splash of red on there. Like I say, this Sophisticated Sled die is amazing. Okay, so we have that. And now, let's see. So I've cut this sled, this part here, I've cut it out with early espresso. And then I've got the sled itself is out of pecan pie. And I'm going to go and I got to poke this part out. There we go. And a little bit here too as well. And I was going to put that on. I thought the best way to put this on to begin with, because I can pop the whole sleigh up, is I'm going to put that on with glue dots. And I was positive I brought my glue dots with me, but obviously I didn't. There we go. So all we want to do is just get some of these glue dots off of here. Yes, a chipboard to cut circles for the bases for ornaments. There you go. Yes, you could do the same. Yes, the chipboard would work great. Never even thought of that. Okay, let's just, we're just going to put this on here. I'm pretty sure. Yes, of course, chipboard would work great. And we do have a lot of it if you save it. I made a, last night I was doing a, or yesterday I was prepping for a class, my festive finishing touches. And I used the white part for a special project that they're doing in that class too. So I hope they're going to enjoy that. Anyways, I'm just going to put this glue dots on here. And let's just come in and put this onto here. There. And then we have this piece here. And I've got all these parts sort of cut out. And one here. And we're just going to go ahead and put that right there. And then when we go to put this on here, and I, like I say, I wanted to put this on here and put this on here. So we're going to put that all together at the end. So I cut out some, this has a bow in here also from the dies, and I wanted a two-tone green. So I'm just going to use glue dots on here because that gives a bit of free movement on the branches or the boughs. Let's just and put this one on top. I see there's a little bit there. And then I can go ahead and put that bow right onto this upper part of the sled. So again, I'm just going to use a glue dot on there. Just like that. And by us adding all this stuff, it's going to start getting more and more dimension to it as well. Okay, so we have that. And then this is where I thought this bow would go good there. So I'm going to come in with a little dimensional. And you know what? I usually say leave a tiny bit around that bow, but that other part is showing. So I'm actually going to cut in there and cut a little bit closer than what I normally do, because I can see those lines and it's kind of distracting me. So just going to cut in there. So you could also use this as a tag. A monstrous tag actually, but you could use it as a tag on your parcels, and then it could be as an ornament afterwards. So I'm just going to put this there. Oops, and take this up. Let's go ahead and put that on there. So there. And then I want to also put the skates. So you can see I've got outdoors. To me, skates and the sled is the outdoor part. Ornament is what we're doing here. So let's just put these together. And remember how easy these skates go together. I'm just putting a bead of glue right there. And this is on the inside slit of the skate. And then I'm just going to come in here and put the laces on here. And they just slide in there. And that, I just think this is genius the way they did this. So we're going to have that on there, and we're going to do the other one. Just like so. And then we're going to put dimensionals. Whoops. And I also want to put the silver blades on there as well. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue on there as well. And put this there. And like I say, this can be any height because it is an ornament or it is a tag. So you can do it any height. All right, so let's just go and put that right onto there. I should maybe come in with my tweezers. Just put that, making sure that I'm within the frame. There we go. And whoops, get that other one. And we'll put that onto the other skate as well. There we go. I just can't get over how amazing that is. All right, so we're going to put these skates on there. Now I'm going to come in with the bigger dimensionals, and that's going to kind of hold this in place as well, but I'm going to double dimensionalize these. I'm going to put like 2 on there because I don't want them to get lost on the sled. Now we can go back in. Yes, this is the best. I think we rival Hallmark anyways, Felicia, because there's so many that can do these beautiful cards, right? All right, so we're just going to put this here, and thinking that this one can go up there further. I have a bit of ink on one of those, so I do want that to see how that's going to go there. And now I'm going to go ahead and yes, I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of here as well. So just in, let's see, one there. You can kind of spread these out a bit, and might use a small one up there. We can go one there, and even one here, one there. Yeah, we're gonna put these on. We want this to stay on really good. If it's on a parcel, it might get knocked around a little bit. Well, you know what? Let's just put one down there too. Oh my goodness. All right. Things really stick with these dimensionals, don't they? Yes, have you not seen this, Pam? This is the best, as far as I'm concerned. It just has such details. And those skates, go ahead and put that there and there. There we go. Now this is going to go onto here, just like that. Let's go ahead and put this right onto here. Just like that. Now, do we want it off to the side, and then I can do the ornament that way? And then, of course, I went and I cut this Mary, Be Merry. It's more of a outdoorsy type ornament. I do have, like I say, a prettier one for the group that's doing the festive finishing touches class with me. Excited about that one. I'm excited about the Galentine's class too. And already put it out for the stamp camp. So the information's already for the stamp camp that's going to be in February. So that's pretty cool. I'm just going to cut this here and here. Whoops, maybe I better cut this like this. There we go. And see, Mary, Be Merry can go right there. So we're going to put that on with dimensionals as well. Lots of dimensionals on this. We're just going to put that there. And you know what? We probably, do you think we need some embellishments on there? I'm thinking, don't know where those, oh, here we go. I think these ones will be really good embellishments to go on there. Let's just go in. And for some of you, oh, thank you. For some of you that you don't like these three together, you could cut those three apart, or you could do them, so like I say, you could go like this and just cut them apart and use the three. So I'll show you how that gets done. So I'm just going in because it's a full glue thing. Used to do this when we got our rhinestones in strips. I don't know if any of you remember that, but oops. Now there's one missing. There it is. It's right there. All right, so let's go ahead and put that on there. Now remember, we're still making this into an ornament. You know what? Let's put some up in this stuff there. Oops. Sticking to my thing here. Oh dear. Now I'm going to lose that glue dot that's on there. All right, so we can go ahead and put one more up there. Now see, I lost the glue off of there. So I'm going to have to take a glue dot, and we're going to have to here. We're going to squish this up. Yes, you can cut them apart. It's just, it doesn't give you very many of the single ones, so that's why I cut them apart. And like I say, I did this, used to do this with the rhinestones that came in a strip. So we have that, and then, okay, you guys, I've lost the other one. Playing around with it too much. All right, well, I'll just take one of these off, but you can, don't lose it. Now, I do have a smudge on that skate, but I'm going to just leave it like that. I'm not going to worry. Okay, so we have that. Oh, you know what? There we go. All right, so we have that. We have this on the back. This is where there's a lot of different things that you could go onto the back. I had this. This was one that I had cut out for something else. You could put that on there and do a to and a from. That's entirely up to you. Oh, here's the red. Look at that. I'll just put this in here. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to come in with that crocodile. And we want the big one. So I'm going to come in here. Now I'm thinking to myself, do I want it to go right in there? Probably at the top there. So I'm just going to come in with this. and want to make sure that that's right in the middle of that sled. And I'm just going to do that with my crocodile. You can see that just went there, and I didn't quite get it in the middle. Now, I did get this twine. This was on our regular twine, but it is in the clearance rack. So I thought, well, might as well show you something in the clearance rack. And we're just going to put this up through here. We're just going to cut this like this. I thought this would be perfect for this being that rustic looking. I didn't think that the linen thread was big enough. And then we're just going to tie this together. And it does give a bit of a big sort of thing in there, and I'm going to give you a hint. Go in and through the back, go in and put some glue on there, and that is going to keep it together. Awesome. So there's our ornament. That's our mystery challenge, you guys. That is using outdoor. It's using a seasonal sentiment. It's also using, and it's also an ornament. So there we go. And like I say, you can turn around. You could do some different stuff on the back. I hadn't quite decided what I was going to do on the back. I didn't know if I wanted that. I'm not sure if this is going to go on as a tag. If I do it as an ornament, it'd be kind of nice to do a double-sided ornament on the other side as well. But yeah, that glue will help, and it does dry clear. And that will help you when you go in, and that it shouldn't come apart. Because this is heavier stuff, it does kind of tend to go like that. All right, so I hope you like that. Like I say, I've been dying to go ahead and do this, and it's taking me so long to put it together. This will probably be in with my 12 weeks of Christmas as well. But just gives more of an outdoorsy sort of thing. Like I say, the one that's doing it for the festive finishing touches, really pretty ornament that they're making out of that as well. All right, you guys, if you like that, give me the thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Oh, the bundle that will be the next stamp camp is called Floral Delight. So hopefully that helps you. It's beautiful. It's a floral. And it's beautiful yellow and greens and balmy blue. And I already know what I'm doing for my make and take. I've already got it figured out. I've looked at it long enough that I know what I'm going to be doing. So if you want to get in on that, I know for myself, for people in Canada, I've already opened up the pre-registration. Of course, we can't pay for it and get it until January the 7th. But then at that point, too, you can qualify for some celebrations. So if you're looking for somebody in the country that you live in, just reach out to me and I can refer you to somebody. I know, Jan, I think you used to go with Sharon, and Sharon's not doing it anymore. So just reach out to me and I can let you know who's in your area if that works for you. All right, you guys, remember to give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it. Go ahead and start making some of these ornaments for, or tags, you know what I mean? So anyways. All right, remember to create because it's great for the soul. Remember also, if you live in Canada and don't have a demonstrator that you're working with, I'd love to work with you. And also thank you to everybody that has supported me. I really do appreciate it, whether you're supporting me, watching me live, whether you're watching me on replay. I really do appreciate it. All right, you guys, take care. Oh, we will see you tomorrow at 4:15, and that'll be part of my Now What series. I'm kind of excited. If I do go along with what I'm supposed to do with that, I'm kind of excited with what I'm going to do there as well. Thank you, Felicia. All right, bye for now.